about there in YouTube land? This is Ninja Party, the station. I am your host, CWE, and we're back again. Um, I just wanted to put out there, this one's gonna be labeled the Icy. Let's go Icyyyyyssss, something like that. Icy. Anyway, but this is for the ice barriers, monsters. They have a couple of cards, like 3 cards coming out, which they really have really good effects. Like in my opinion, like they have a Rhoda for ice barriers. No, no, actually, scratch that. It's a char. Wait, yeah, yeah, charge of light brigade. But for out the middle of nothing, just search for one. It says that's called Crest of the Ice Barriers. Add one ice barrier monster from your deck to your hand. Approximately, it hasn't finished the whole ruling. The whole text on the card. But from that forward, it's like a Rhoda for ice barriers. Search out anything. The bigger ones, the smaller ones, the tuners, whatever. Search out any ice barrier, which is pretty good. The next card is called Mirror of the Ice Barriers. Well, this one's a real tricky one. I can read the whole text to you, and you probably get it, and then you probably won't get it during this. So basically, it says this, which is funny as hell. You can activate it anytime you want. Okay, it's a quick play spell card. The first one is normal spell. This one basically says during this turn, any turn you activate it, during the turn you activate this card. Activate an approximate effect when an opponent card effect, it removes from play one or more cards from one of the following locations. So basically, on summing all that up is if your opponent removes a card from certain locations, you get the approximate play if you activate the card during that turn. Okay, basically, if they remove a card from your hand, you can remove 2 cards from their hand. They remove a card on the field, you remove 2 cards from their field. You remove a card from the graveyard, you remove 2 cards from the graveyard. How good is that? You can chain. So you attack, they deep prison, you chain this shit, and you remove 2 other face downs or 2 other monsters on their side of the field. They bottomless, you chain. You remove 2 cards on their side of the field. I'm trying to make sure. So I think you have. Oh, actually, after resolve, you can basically. I don't know. It's either after resolve or on activation. I don't know. But basically works. And I think you can chain multiple ones at once. Basically, I'm gonna read the rest of it from location. Your hand, select and remove from play 2 cards from your opponent's hand. Your side of the field, select and remove 2 cards from your opponent controls. So trap cards, monster cards. And the last part, move from graveyard, select and remove 2 from your opponent graveyard. So basically, it helps you out from an AD Prism or Macrocosm. No, not Macrocosm. I don't think Macrocosm works because basically it's leaving the field, so it's no longer in the field. It's like in that space before it hits the graveyard and after it hits the field. So after field, before graveyard, so I think it goes poof. But if he targets in your hand or something like that, whatever. And the last but not least for the ice barriers, simple dancer of the ice barrier. So basically, this is a monster. Level 4, 17 attack, 900 defense. Defense. And I'm watching the game, so you probably hear that in the background. Lakers, we're down by 2. We can do this. Anyway, while you control another face of ice barrier monster. Once per turn, you can reveal a number of face a number of ice barrier monsters in your hand to return an equal number of set spell or trap cards your opponent controls to their owner's respectable hands. Approximately. Approximation. This is probably not finished done, but probably that's most likely what it's going to be. So it tells you that you have two ice berries, you have two of them, and you reveal. So basically, you have two ice berries in the field, which is the dancer and another dancer. I don't think their effect stacks. I don't know. Think about that. This is another face of air. So I don't know what it's stacked or what it's counted as one. So, but you will be able to basically bounce back that field. You like, okay, I have this and that. Before I even attack, if I already have two, even the two small ones, activate the fact, boom, with the rain dancer and temple rain dancer and another whatever, and you'd be like, okay, reveal like five of them in my hand or four of them and turn all four cards to the owner's hand. He's like, fuck. Or summon, no one summon another one, attack, and basically, and then next turn you just reveal again. Just keep doing that. It just basically stops them from basically doing some random shenanigans. This basically will get rid of Starlight Roads and Mirror Force, Torrentials, everything. Except Wabakus. But probably at that point people start mainly attack Wabakus just in the case when you. But I don't know if they can chain because the definite number it's not exact. You don't know. But I'm mad about that shit. Sorry about the cussing. But yeah, that's the ice barrier. So this is Ninja Party, the station, and your host ZWE, and thank you for watching our second two. Okay, stay tuned for later on. Later.